Today I have to discuss about linearly dependent and linearly independent. Myself is Atul Kadia. I am from North Gujarat University, Department of Mathematics. Last time some colleague discussed one of the topic that is known as a vector space. I have to revise that one first. Vector space, a vector space V over a field F consists of a non-empty set on which two operations we call linear operations. One is addition and another one is scalar multiplication are defined on V. Moreover, it satisfies the following conditions. First of all, it is commutativity of addition, associativity of addition, existence of additive identity element in V, existence of additive inverse element of each element of V in V. Moreover, the scalar multiplication satisfies the some conditions. One is distribution law, second one is another distribution law, and third one the product of association, and the identity element is remains same one in the under the multiplication. Now I have to see one of the examples which are the vector spaces. If F is a one of the field, then set of n tuples with entries in F and component wise addition and component wise scalar multiplication, and the components are component wise equality gives us it is a linear vector space or linear space. The set of all n cross m matrices, n rows and m columns with entries in F, entry wise equality, entry wise linear operations are defined, then it is a vector space. The set of all functions F from a non-empty set X to a field F, the equalities are defined pointwise, and addition and scalar multiplications are linear operations which are defined pointwise. Then the set of set AXF is a vector space. PF the set of all polynomials with coefficients in F, component wise addition and component wise linear operations are defined, then it is a vector space. Moreover, I have to define one of the new vector space. It is a one of the particular example of the example 3 AXF. If we can have to taking X is equal to the set of natural numbers, then it is a one of the sequences in F. It is also a one of the vector space. Next, I have to give some examples which are not vector spaces. We can have to consider F as a field and Fn. We can have to consider F2. Two elements xy is in F2 and two elements zw is in two tuples xy and zw in Fn. F2, we define the addition by means of the first components, their addition as a first component, and the second component as the difference of two second components of this summand. And scalar multiplication is usually pointwise defined, then it is not a vector space. F2 is not a vector space. Similar way, we can have to define another example which is not a vector space, F2. For F2, addition is defined in the sense of first component is added to first component of the second element, and the second component must be 0 in the addition. And similar way, the scalar multiplication is also defined axy it is equal to ax and 0. Then it is also not a vector space. Now we have to see some of the properties of a vector space for xyz in V and scalar A in F. Then the cancellation law holds with respect to addition. The existence of additive identity in V is unique, so we can have to say it is a zero vector of a vector space V. For each element x in V, we have additive inverse. We can have to say it is minus x is also used unique. We can have to say it is a negative vector of x in V. Moreover, 0 is multiplied to any element of V, it gives us a 0 element of vector space. Minus a is multiplied with x, then we can have to say it is equal to the negative of ax and a multiplying negative of x. They all are equal. Moreover, a multiplying with the 0 element, it is equal to 0 vector. Now we can have to define subspaces. A subset W of a vector space V over a field F is said to be subspace of V if W is a vector space over F with the linear operations depended on V. Some of the remark we can have to say, if V is a vector space over the field F, the single point set 0 vector and the V itself are subspaces. They are called 0 subspace of V. So first of them is known as a 0 subspace of V. Second, I have to noting that a non-empty subset W of V is a subspace of V if and only if the following 4 properties are equivalent. First one is addition in W. W is closed under addition. Second one is W is closed under the scalar multiplication. Moreover, W has a 0 element and each vector in W has a negative element in W. These 4 properties is satisfied, then we can have to say that a non-empty subset W of V is a subspace of V. Moreover, I have to say the third property, for a non-empty subset W of V, the following statements are equivalent. First statement, W is a subspace of V. Second one, W satisfying the following 2 conditions. W is closed under addition and W is closed under the scalar multiplication. It need not satisfies the 2 more conditions earlier we defined it. The third statement is for xy is in W, AB is in F, AX plus BY is also an element of W. And the fourth one, for xy is in W and A is in F, AX plus Y is in W. The fourth remarks I have to noting that any intersection of subspaces of V is also a subspace of V. The union of 2 subspaces of V need not be a subspace of V. For example, take V is equal to the field F and Z is equal to the order pair A0, A is in F, and W is equal to the order pair 0A, A is in F. Here we can have to consider V is a F2. Then order pair AB is equal to order pair A0 plus order pair 0B need not lie in Z union W. So we can have to say that the union of 2 subspaces of a vector space V need not be a vector space subspace of V. If Z and W are two subspaces of a vector space V, then their union is a subspace of V. Whenever it is a subspace of V, then there is a one of the condition. Equivalent condition is that either Z is contained in V or contained in W, or W is contained in Z. So one of them is lie in the another one. Then union is always a subspace of W. Now I have to give some of the examples of subspaces for each positive integer n. P and F, we can have to say it is a set of all polynomials in Pf having degree less than or equal to n, then it is a subspace of a vector space Pf. We can have to consider one of the collection CR, denoted the set of all continuous real valued functions defined on a real line R, then it is also a subspace of a vector space A R to R. The set of all diagonal matrices of degree n is said to be, then the set of these all diagonal matrices of square matrix is a subspace of a vector space M n cross n F. We know that a diagonal matrix A, it is equal to Aij if Aij is equal to 0 whenever I and j are different one. It means that on the diagonal there are the entries and all except all the others entries are 0 1, then we can have to say it is a diagonal matrix. The trace of n cross matrices, a square matrix of degree n, A it is equal to Aij is denoted by trace of A defined by the sum of all diagonal entries of A. Then the set of all n cross n matrices having trace equal to 0 is a subspace of M n cross n F. The set of matrices in matrices n cross m over R having a non-negative entries is not a subspace of that vector space because it is not closed under scalar multiplication. I have to define now. The next topic is linear combinations. Definition: V be a vector space over a field F and S be a non-empty subset of V. A vector V in V is called a linear combination of vectors of S if there exists a finite number of vectors u1, u2, un in S and some scalars a1, a2, an in F such that V can be represented as a1 u1 plus a2 u2 plus an un, then we can have to say that a vector V is a linear combination of vectors in S. In this case, we also say that V is a linear combination of vectors u1, u2, un, and the scalars a1, a2, an are called the coefficients of linear combinations of a vector V. Observe that in any vector space, 0 multiplying any vector V in V, it is equal to the 0 vector. Then the 0 vector is a linear combination of any non-empty subset of a vector space V. It means that if every the zero element can always be represented as a linear combination of any non-empty subset of V. We can have to give some of the examples of linear combinations. How to determine the vector V it is equal to 2, 6, 8 in R cube can be expressed as a linear combination of vectors u1 it is equal to 1 to 1, u2 is equal to -2, -4, -2, u3 is equal to 0 to 3. u4 it is equal to 2, 0, minus 3, and u5 it is equal to minus 3, 8, 16. If we can have to trying to write down, it is the vector v, it is equal to 2, 6, 8 in the linear combination of vectors u1, u2, u3, u4, u5 earlier defined, then it is easy to check that the coefficients of these linear combinations of v are minus 4, 0, 7, 3, 0. We can have to do, that is one of the tedious job to find out such coefficients. Second one, I have to say that the polynomial 2x cube minus 2x square plus 12x minus 6 is a linear combination of these two vectors. One we can have to say fx. Fx is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus 5x minus 3, and the gx is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 4x minus 9 in the subspace P3R. But we cannot say that. But it is easy to check that the polynomial 3x cube minus 2x square plus 7x plus 8 is not a linear combination of these fx and gx. For the first one, the coefficients of linear combinations are minus 4 and 2 can be find out by some job. Now I have to define